So, Ninjago Core. At this point, we all know it. We've all made fun of it, and now we've kind of forgotten about it, with their attention being taken up by crystallized. Now, I was one of the people who were frustrated when it was revealed, but since I started to really hate it, and here's why. Hello, everyone. Gabe the Builder here, and today we will be talking about the disappointment of Ninjago Core. Now, first of all, why did LEGO make Ninjago Core? The Ninjago designers claimed it was to draw in new children to Ninjago. They want to focus on the core parts of Ninjago: mechs, dragons, temples, and of course, snake villains. I had the snake part. But there was one other thing they did seem to forget: the TV show. One of the main parts of LEGO Ninjago is the TV show, which is beloved by old and young fans, and it goes hand in hand with sets. This time, they only had a few shorts to go along with the sets to teach children about not lying, teamwork, and being creative. They were very great lessons, and yeah, I never would have learned that I should be creative if I didn't watch them. So, thank you so much, LEGO. Uh, they were fine, but if we look into the past 20 years of LEGO, I want to ask how many action themes not related to third-party IPs survived for more than 3 years without a show. The answer is one, and that's Lego City, which is basically a continuation of one of the past themes, Town, and that is one of LEGO's keystone themes, which, I mean, they're always going to sell well. We've gotten so many canceled themes with great sets, and most of them, the most they have to advertise is a mini movie on Lego Club, and it's like 20 minutes of footage each, or maybe a few shorts like that are 1 minute. You get 6 of them. There you go. Even as recent as 2019 with Hidden Side, I don't think the shorts killed the theme, but they sure didn't help it. I mean, the phones are probably in the boxes, but I mean, shorts, if you just had a show, you would have got out more kids. Even when you have a show like Chima or Nexo Nights, it didn't work because people didn't like the show. The problem with not having a show is it gets people, or the problem with not having a show is the show gives people a stronger connection to the product, and a kid might just buy a set because it has a character they like or a vehicle from the show which they thought was cool, and they just wouldn't have bought it otherwise because they didn't care. That's just a jet, but no, it's Jay's jet. Okay, now I need to buy it. Without it, it's only a toy which you buy because it looks cool, and that's harder to sell. And even without the marketing part, if you want to get people to start buying Ninjago, kids may not want to watch the show because their first season didn't have a show, and they just don't care about it. And if you don't have people watching the show, then Lego might think, oh, people don't like the show, so they have less sets to make stuff off of, and your theme's dead. The next thing we'll talk about is just the sets in general. I have never tried to sell a toy before, but I feel like you need the product to look good if you want to sell it to a child, yet all of the sets in Ninjago Core look very ugly. Even the recent junior sets look better than these in my opinion. If I was a kid, I'd rather buy Jay's Electro Mech than Lloyd's Evo Mech. I'd rather buy the Fire Dragon than Kai's Evo Dragon. The sets look lame, and if I were a kid and these were next to the Marvel mechs, for example, I would just buy the Marvel mechs because they look cooler and they have a character that is cooler than a random guy in green pajamas. It feels weird that the sets are marketed at X Plus when these look worse than the ones for 4 Plus. And that brings me to another problem. We already have Ninjago for kids, which could be used for the same purpose as Core. The 4 Plus theme exists and has plenty of Ninjago sesh. Each year we get 2 or 3, and it gives stuff for young fans without taking over a whole wave. I would have much rather these sets were in 4 Plus because then we could have got a better wave. My biggest problem with Core is the timing. With the end game of the past 5 years of Ninjago coming, it feels weird to have Core as the second last wave to this chapter of Ninjago. Even though we will get more Ninjago in some respect, I mean, if we don't, why Discord exists, even just pushing Core till after Crystallize would have felt better, because maybe we could have got a Legacy wave now, and it just, like, why would you get them in right before it all changes? Yeah, but if this was later, we could have got a legacy wave, giving us stuff connected to Crystallize, like, for example, maybe the villains from their original seasons. Maybe give us, villain vehicles for once in, Legacy, because, you know, oh, look, the villains are coming back, here's a way to get them when they're not in their crystallized form in the sets. And even if we do look at crystallized, for some, just it has the core parts of Ninjago. It has two mechs, a dragon, a car, a jet, a temple, and best of all, it has a show to go along with it. It's like for most seasons, which again, it has the core parts, and it just makes core seem pointless because you get the core parts of Ninjago every wave, and it feels like fans are wanting a bit less of these tropes than more. Give us unique stuff, not another dragon that looks ugly. One So what we get is crystallized without all the jokes that surround it. What is it? It is a way of trying to give fans the stuff we get every season without being a part of Ninjago canon, villains that we will never see in the show and therefore will never care about, a wave of juniorized build, and nothing that we asked for. So what do you think about Core? Let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, I don't like it, but maybe you have a different opinion, so let me know. I have been Gabe, thanks for watching, and until the next one, goodbye.